every day, children with cell phones are unfortunately seeing images that could have such a negative impact on them, especially if they're accessing social media. Social media is a way children can stay in touch with their friends, but it's also a hub for things like cyberbullying and worse. That's why it's important for parents to stay on top of things. Joining us now with more is Dr. Jan Neese, child psychologist at Children's Hospital. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
You know, the first thing I was wondering when you came in, do you experience kids in your practice who are dealing with issues from social media?
Yeah, absolutely. Every day I meet children who are in middle school, particularly in elementary school, who are being allowed to be on social media, and it definitely has negative impacts.
Elementary school?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
That's not smart.
No.
And it's really not. A lot of these social media platforms are for older kids, and they say so.
Yes, the platforms themselves most of them will say 13 is the limit. And so that's what I would recommend to parents, that you don't let your child do that before the platform says. And I have some questions that you should ask yourself even about your 13-year-old.
Monitor that for sure.
Yes.
So you talked about the right age. How do parents know if their child is ready? 13 for one is not 13 for another,
That's correct.
Of course.
So ask yourself, first of all, how's your child's self-esteem? If they do not have a lot of confidence in themselves, social media is not going to make that better. They're going to take a hit. So they're not ready if they don't feel pretty good about themselves and have some strong beliefs. The second thing that I would say is how are their friendships? If there's a lot of drama, a lot of tension, if they've ever been cruel or bullying, they are not ready for social media if they don't know how to be a good friend. Third, you should ask yourself, is your child obedient? And no child is obedient all the time. But
not 100%.
No, not 100%. But if they defy you a lot, if they're lying, they're not ready for social media. And the last thing would be, are they ready? And can you have with them really difficult conversations? They will encounter sexting, they will encounter pornography, and even predators. And so they need to be able to come to you. And if they can't have those awkward conversations with you, they're not ready.
You know, and you were saying kids really young are being trolled by predators.
Sometimes, and there are parents, I think parents think that I want my child to have a cell phone so that they'll be safe, I know where they are, that kind of thing. But think about if it's a smartphone, you are allowing the world to come at them.
Good things to think about.
Yeah.
Scary, but we need to know this stuff.
Right.
So important. Doctor, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Sure.
And if you have a question about your child's health you'd like for us to get answered by one of the professionals, email me at ltucker@wate.com, and then tune in right here every Thursday in the 4 o'clock hour to see if we answer your question on the air.